Hello everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. This is episode 37. We're finally back and playing the game. Very excited to be back. God, it's just been a Final Fantasy-centric couple of months, which is just incredible. Like, I recently just finished the Rising Tide DLC for Final Fantasy XVI, after finishing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and then I get to play Stormblood. There's just so much to be treated to. Good morning and good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a good time. Thank you for your messages as well, everybody. Lefty, Munty, Galleon, Dawn, Mercury, Philippe, welcome to the stream, and thank you for your messages. And happy birthday, Dawn. It's a bright and crisp 8 in the morning, and it is 11 degrees Celsius outside. I don't know what that means in Fahrenheit. You'll have to look up your American translation, but it's a little bit chilly. And we are continuing the main quest. I'm going to be speaking with Yagiri, and we're going to proceed with the game. Yagiri would like to have a word with you. Stubborn remainder. Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though now that I think on it, I myself have been away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hien commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be to both our benefit if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves, for did my lord not bid me learn the truth of her heart? Let us do this together, Omega. Let us go among the people and with our own eyes bear witness to their hardship. As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Gosetsu, I can accompany you without attracting unwanted attention. I'd like to join you if that's alright. By all means, we should be glad of your company and your perspective. Namai is not far. I say we begin there. Let's go. The game's really quiet for me today, and I don't know why. Like, I've had to actually turn up my volume in OBS to the maximum, and I don't know why. Maybe it'll be louder once we actually get out of this area, because we're in a little secret hideaway, so it's all quiet, maybe. So we're going to follow Namai to this place. Teleport there. Because your Final Fantasy XIV's at max volume. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's so quiet. It's not usually so quiet. Because it's at max for master volume as well. Ooh, actually, I think I might know exactly what it is, which means I'll turn the volume down preemptively because I think this is about to get louder. Yep. Alright, I just realized what it was. I had a different spatial sound setting chosen for my audio. Makes it quieter. I'm not seeing any Mobius today. 8 AM might be too much for the old man. Ah. But welcome. We have a light party. Oh, Yagiri. Okay, we're in commoner's clothes today. Ah, Mega, I'm glad to see that you too put thought into your garments, given the covert nature of activities. Yes, I'm dressed like someone who definitely wouldn't stand out at all. Damn it. Do you think if you automatically, like if you preemptively changed your clothes, the dialogue would probably be the same every time? If you were wearing like a casual fit, maybe I should take all of my clothes off instead. I should think my reasons obvious. To enter the village while wearing the garb of the shinobi would be beyond reckless. We shall pose as traveling merchants, Omega as our leader, and we as his assistants. Are there any objections? I'm not really the merchant type, but if you think this is the best way to go about it, I'll trust you. And without further ado, let us begin. Special dialogue for Ninja Gear, nice. Commission Rising Tide is currently on the Patreon, yes, and it will be out on the channel when? Let me see. When did I upload the first episode of Rising Tide? On the 25th. So the first episode of the Rising Tide will come out in a couple of days on the channel. But there's currently 3 episodes of The Rising Tide available on Patreon. And then I am reminded that today I need to react to the rest of some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth stuff that I haven't done yet. Weren't you the one who came with the general? No? I see. My mistake. It warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Namai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoiding Yingxia ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, that has only made it harder for us to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack for a great many things. It was not much better before, true, but it has only gotten worse. Yes, Leviathan fight is out. Final Fantasy 16 is a hell of a fun time. That game just loves to blow your mind at all times. You, a merchant? Forgive my skepticism, but you strike me less of a man of commerce and more of a common sellsword. Give your best impression of Hancock or give your best smile. Does little to assuage my doubts, and if anything makes me clutch my coin purse tighter. No. Okay, so I've got to do the best smile. Look, it's me, a merchant. I stand corrected. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. I pray you forgive me my earlier rudeness. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better. We who remain know better than to risk her life, her ire. If the Imperials demand labourers, we comply. If they demand conscripts to send as soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life, with little in the way of luxuries. I don't know what you sell, but I doubt that I nor anyone else here can afford it. If people are mad at the difficulty, then that is a skill issue, because the game is fun as hell and has some of the best fights in the whole entire game. Masatsuchi, a traveling merchant with meat perchance. Ha! Better not to know when I have so little coin. I feel your eyes upon me. You know not the Lupin. Surely you have not been long in Yangxia, or else you would. For generations, we served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they were, but the memories of such times fade with every passing day, as others will tell you. I am gonna, delete that one comment from you, Commission, because we probably shouldn't talk about Rising Tide spoilers. Just because there's probably a lot of people that haven't had the chance to play it yet. The Lupin. But it's a very good part of the game. You are definitely right. Look at all of these. Where is this last person that I'm looking for? Thank you. Yama. Foreign peddlers in Namai. Whatever it is you sell, I have no money to buy. Perhaps you should go elsewhere. Saying that, I know of no village in Yangshire that has fared any better. Once I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Monzen, had they not all died in the battle or in the purges. There is the Doman Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Daryu Moon. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. There you go. I have gathered information. Good morning, Mobius. He hath arrived. I would say that the Rising Tide DLC is like a 9 out of 10. I gave it, someone asked me yesterday in the Discord what I would give it, and I said it's a 10 out of 10 DLC because it gives you everything that you would want out of a DLC, and that's partially true, but then I also remembered that there was one thing that I would have loved more, and then I was like, it's like a 9 out of 10 DLC. But it's very good. Omega, what have you learned? Lisa and I encountered much of the same. They have been pushed beyond the brink. I expected frustration and disillusionment, but not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing Imperial rule in the first place. Unless we can convince them otherwise, I fear I cannot convince Lord Hien to return, and without him. Yeah, that's exactly why I docked it a single point commission. That's exactly the same reason. Yeah, but outside of that, very good. Yagiri is uncertain how best to proceed. Let us not yet lose hope. Though the situation in the Mai is bleak, mayhap it is not so elsewhere. I wish to speak with others outside the village. Lisa and I will look for farmers in the paddies to the east. Omega, I ask that you look to the south. Surely they cannot all have given in to despair? If we go to the south. But yeah, I think that's probably an issue with like Final Fantasy 16 as a whole, and not really just the DLC. Sort of like the issues with Final Fantasy 16, yeah, they just kind of like permeate through the whole game as like, it's not necessarily like a bad thing or something that the game doesn't have. However, it is something that would be so good if the game did have it. And that would be like a more agency of your companions and party members, and like a little more depth to the combat system. Like, would be good. Status effects and buffs and debuffs and all of that kind of stuff. Tiny caterpillar, you die! Oh my god, there's a second one. I would be excited for anything to come with Final Fantasy 16 if they were going to do spin-offs or prequels or anything. But they may be done. They seem to be pretty done with the world after this expansion. But I hope that they feel the passion and love that people have for the world that they've created, because it can go real far. Like, it's one of those Final Fantasy worlds that they've created that is worthy of having more media come from it. Like Final Fantasy VII, they'd be milking that, and that's my favorite game. But they be milking Final Fantasy VII all the time, right? They're always milking it for whatever they can, and there are so many others that deserve that treatment as well. You know, like if Final Fantasy 13 gets a trilogy and Final Fantasy 16 does not get a continuation, what are we doing? What are we doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you hadn't come along, I don't know what I would have done. What am I doing out here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some for my parents' graves. The ones my brother and I usually bring are yellow, because it was my mother's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you? We are obtaining yellow flowers. And if they can give Final Fantasy XIV a million expansions, maybe they can give Final Fantasy XVI a couple more. It's like one of those things that they did with Final Fantasy 15, where they had the DLCs to play as the different party members, and I actually think that would work so well in a Final Fantasy 16 setting. Like, you can have a playable Cid DLC, and you can be Ramuh, and playable Joshua, and playable Jill, and playable Dion, you know? Pretty cool. Or just even stories about, you know, the time of the Fallen, or the Circle of Malleus, or like anything of like ages and eons past in the world as well would also work. Oh my god, it's a hungry caterpillar. All I know is I can tell that there's going to be one specific character model in the game that's going to be added as a modded outfit for Clive real quick, I reckon. You know, you know. Ooh, that was my first time using that Mirage dive. That was cool. Well, there's a scene early on in Final Fantasy 16 where the main character may or may not be naked. So I just know that's going to be a mod at some point. But he'll probably be like a Ken doll. I'd be keen to go through the game in Final Fantasy mode, probably in my own time at some point. That'd be a fun replay for me. Yeah, it is interesting that they're like the earlier outfits, but I assume because there's like the different ages, so Clive is literally built physically different. Same with like his younger appearance. It would be cool if they could actually have us take on the young Clive appearance. There's definitely more appearance options they could give us. Only yellow ones will do. Mother wouldn't have wanted anything else. Ah, you found some. Thank you so much, sir. That's twice you've saved me now. If you have some time to spare, maybe you could come with me. I'm sure Mother and Father would want to meet the man who showed me such kindness. We buried them on a cliff to the west of the village. There's a path through the terraces. I'll show you. But yeah, there's barely games that I'll finish that I will want to replay through them straight away after I'm done. There's only been a few games to give me that feeling. But when a game does give me that feeling, it is awesome. But it's more like a game that I want to play down the track. Like one of the first games to give me that feeling of like wanting to replay it as soon as I beat it was God of War 2018. I beat that game and I was like, man, I just want to go through again. Let's try this again. Oh, like... Oh. I don't have the gun blade yet, but I do want to switch to it. There's an ether current around here somewhere. We're here. Just give me a moment to pull down the flowers and I'll introduce you. They love to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell them one about your homeland. Zami, Azami, are you there? Azami. What in the... You should not be here. Get away from my sister. Don't be so rude. He saved me from monsters, brother. He even helped me pick flowers for mother and father. Get back to the village, now. You're scaring me. I said go. Stay inside and lock the door until I return. No worries, Commission. Feel free to do whatever you want in the time you are given. Just know that this stream will obviously not go anywhere, so... But you won't be able to interact with me live. You know, this is a privilege here to watch me stare at a screen with a blank expression for a while. No, go and enjoy yourself. Thank you for joining too. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister is the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you. But it changes nothing. I asked you to leave, and now I'm asking you again. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials or anything stupid like that, but it's just too dangerous for you to stay here. So please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. Is that really what you want? How many times do I have to tell you? If they find you here, we're the ones they'll punish, and it'll be 1,000 times worse than before. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Cayenne. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgents present themselves or else they'd burn the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square, with their hands, with sticks, with anything. They kicked us while we lay on the ground, begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, call them fools, call them traitors, say they deserved to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear what he'd do to my sister if they had come back. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is the wrong word in the wrong ear, and they'll return, and then I'll have to dig another grave, if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. If you want to fight the Imperials, go and fight them on your own. You can't help us. No one can. And this is all we've got. So please, don't take it from us. Now, there's got to be some of the strongest dialogue we've had in the game in terms of, like, just the sheer dark nature of people suffering under the Imperial rule. Like, you totally understand this dude's aggression. However, these rhino beetles could leave me the hell alone. Yeah, Stormblood is a dark little expansion. That's for sure. You are come at a good time, Omega, but we recently completed our inquiries. What of yours? It's raining now. I was not aware of these events. The boy, say, he told you of all this. Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me, that outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Hien have foreseen this, that our people's spirits would be so broken? Though at first I scoffed at his pronouncement, I feel it all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. One of my favorite things that happens in this game is when the weather just changes, and it doesn't change instantly, but it changes like slowly. Like the way that the rain slowly rolls in. There's just something about like the atmosphere of the of this game when you're exploring or going through the world. It just feels so good. A new Ruby Tithe. Yugiri is troubled by what she has seen. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I forget that I can just... I was like, my gauntlets. And I just remember I just have to keep doing that. Yeah. Despite everything we've seen and learned, I refuse to renounce this cause. Oops. We should return to the House of the Fierce and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might... Did you hear that? Quickly. We must find a place to hide. Yeah. Get in here.
Imperials.
Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line! Now! Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well. There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line. Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks, cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes. You first.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Don't worry, I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
Oh, everything is not going to be fine when he says it like that.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall, but before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me? Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight!
Soon enough, Lys, soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
I know that, I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
In synchronized nod. Alrighty. Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear they have crueler designs for these people. With me, Omega. We must hurry. Got a lot of blue quests here. There's an ether current. Gotta do it. I've lost my grandchild. Please help me search for him. He was right next to me until a short while ago. Cannot believe I lost sight of him so easily. He was asking a lot of questions about the One River. Perhaps he went there searching for something. Though I truly hope that is not the case. I have heard that a group of looters roam the area of late. Please search along the One River for my grandson. I shall continue to look for him here. Find that dude's grandson. I guess for the people that lived on this side of the village, they got lucky. Because, like, they only rocked up and were like, alright, you 5 people, come and stand here. And everybody else that was down here avoided being drafted. Oh god, there's another one. What about you? Oh no. Alright, we've got a couple of blue quests. It's all ether current time. Kahagi would like you to wax slow, then fast. Could I ask you to help with a problem of mine? It concerns some water serpents that have recently infested the One River. They used to be found further to the west, but for one reason or another they have found their way closer to Nomai. If prepared properly, they are quite delectable. However, there are far more in the river than one could ever hope to cook. No, their numbers must be controlled by other means. Please slay a few of them for me, enough to stop them from taking the whole river for their own. Oh, and should you happen to get your hands on a few of their livers, please deliver them to my husband, Sente. You will find him in the Drunken Toad to the east. This is why we collect multiple quests at one time. You have doubtless already taken in the paddy fields that fill Nomai. We rice farmers consider our paddies as children. They certainly require just as much attention. There is rarely a day we do not worry about pests or something that might do our fields harm. If you would like to know more about life in our village, why don't you try helping us tend to our paddies? Speak with my husband, Dageta. I know he will be glad for any help he can get. Okay. And then... there's one down here. Fukato. We fishing. Hello there, traveler. I require your help if you have the time. While I belong to the Dunman Liberation Front, I'm also a proud resident of Nomai with my own responsibilities to the village. I've been told to guard this spring, and under no circumstances am I to leave my post. However, there is another job related to the village I need to take care of. I was hoping you might do it in my stead. Here, take this liquid and sprinkle it around that area over there. You have my thanks. Okay. Go and sprinkle that liquid, sir. We're loading on the ether currents here. Smelly liquid. Alright. We're going to do it at designated locations. Yes, isn't it always fun watching all of my companions flying around the place as I tirelessly ascend mountains with my own legs? No! No! Yes. My own two legs are the most powerful weapon in the world. Everything else is south. Just gotta head up again for this one. You'd like to help me tend my fields? That sounds fantastic to me. There aren't too many young folk left in the village, and rice farming is hard work, let me tell you. Firstly, I would have you remove the arrowheads from my fields. It's a pesky weed that inhibits the growth of rice plants. Come speak with me again once you are done. I see you've worked up quite a sweat. Thanks for helping. Namai is actually a local term for the arrowhead. Makes you wonder just who thought naming a village after a weed was a good idea. Next, we need to deal with any pests that lurk in the paddies. Although it will not be your job per se, we shall use the house sparrows I have trained for the task. I keep them in this birdcage. Please set them free near my paddy fields. Once they have all flown from the cage, clap your hands. I've trained them to recognize that as their signal to begin working. Okay. Sir, naming a village after a weed means that the village will always grow. I did. I clapped. Okay. It needed a second clap. Thank you so much for all your help. I will not be needing to worry about pests for the time being. I've told my wife to give you some compensation for your troubles. Go on ahead and talk to her. I still have work to take care of here. Didn't have them targeted. The birds should just know. Hello again. I do hope the work was not too hard on you. It is not an easy job, but the sense of satisfaction when you are able to taste the very rice you have reaped. Words do not do the sensation justice. Harvest is still a long way off, but we are ready to put the work in. All we need is a little help from the weather and things will be fine. Oh my, I almost forgot. Here's your payment for today. I'm just here for the ether current, baby. Alright. That went further down than I thought. I wonder what this smelly liquid does. Done. I gotta go back to him. We'll do that after we go this way now. Oh no, that's the main quest. Fuck, where? The hell? Where's the one river? I haven't been there yet. Oh, there. For some reason I was expecting the quest marker on the map. Sorry, Yugiri, another day. Yeah, I was looking for a different symbol. Oh, I found the grandson. There's also a ether current here as well. Grandson can wait. Water serpents. Leviathan! Grandfather is looking for me, you say, but I cannot go back just yet. I'm still searching for that which was taken from me. I was minding my own business, gathering mugworts, when some nasty lupin stole them right out of my hands. Would you ask the lupin if they would give them back? You'll find them on the other side of the river. Time to go knock some senses into some dogs. The enemies are much more aggressive in this region than they usually are. You would have us return some insignificant child's mugworts? Do not make me laugh. This whole area belongs to us, including any plants that may happen to be plucked by a child of man. Okay. You shall regret this. Prepare to die. Was it really worth your life? I will defend these mugworts until my last breath. It's alright, bro. Sure. If you want. Okay. Intimidation check failed. Murder instead. Did you get them to return my mugworts? Absolutely. They definitely returned them passionately. Yeah, thank you so much. I was trying to collect plants to make some medicine. I read about it in one of my grandfather's botanist books. There are so many sick people in the village. I just wanted to help. There's one more thing I need for the medicine, waterweed. I tried to fish some out of the river earlier with a pole, but I didn't have much luck. Could you get some for me? And I will go and get some waterweed. Weed that grows in water. Yeah, because I can go swimming, can't I? What's my swimming button? I forgot my swimming button again. Just pressing buttons until something happens. Why do I always forget what my swimming button is? I mean, to be fair, it's not a button I have to press all too often. Control space, thank you. I was pressing control and I was like, okay, Galleon, stop giving me controller hints! Or I'll ban you. Jesus. Josh, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How you doing? I'm swimming for waterweed. Life could not be better. you get some waterweed? Oh, you bet I did. Yay, now I have everything I need. I'll go back to Grandfather now. Thanks for your help. Okay. Time to report to everybody now. For all the cool things that I did. My grandson is at last returned. He told me all about how you helped him gather the ingredients he needed to make medicine. While I'm glad he has grown to be a kind-hearted boy, there is still much he needs to learn about discipline and manners. However, those Lupins should really know better than to steal from a mere child. Their race was once famed for being loyal vassals to some of Doma's mightiest warlords. When Doma was crushed by the Empire, some of them managed to escape, choosing to live as bandits. It pains me to see a race once so proud fall so low. Something else we have Garlemald to thank for, I suppose. Thanks, mate. Where do you check the, Where do you check your stuff again for the ether currents? Which one is that? Can't remember which. There it is. Yeah. Where are we? We in Ayangshia at the moment? Right on. So I'm going to get these two final ones. That's for the quests. So there's 2 in the fringes and 2 in the peaks that I'm missing for side quests. What am I getting? Thank you for the fish. So long. Finished already? Fantastic. No doubt you're wondering why, just why, that liquid smells so foul. Well, it is made from a mix of pungent ingredients. Animal innards, resin, and garlic, to name a few. But it does a fantastic job of keeping the beasts at bay. One of my friends in the Alamegan Resistance taught me how to make it. Oh, you want to give your clothes, let us see, 3 thorough scrubbings ought to do it. So, thank you, kind sir. So I got a big target on my back. I would tackle the other people. Leave me alone. It's my Yangshian tiger mount. Do you have business with me, traveler? Yeah, take this meat. Water serpent livers. And why did you think to bring these to me? Ah, my wife put you up to it, did she? My sincerest thanks. I shall boil these and eat them shortly. Back in the days when I made my living transporting rice up and down the river, I used to slay any water serpents I saw and take them home to cook. Of course, that all stopped once the Empire blocked off the one river. It is thanks to nature and kind strangers like you that I am able to put food on my table these days. Thank you so much. Nice. We out of here. Ether currents gathered. Bloody sightseeing up there. Okay, time to proceed with the main quest. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. Here, it is a shinobi's tool for when a more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts. They are coated with an alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. They are soldiers patrolling ahead. Were circumstances different, we could engage them directly, but for the village's sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them, regardless of your familiarity with such weapons. You are a veteran warrior, and I'm sure it will come naturally to you. Nevertheless, practice is in order. Other it's like, you're not skilled with this, but also you're capable, so you'll be fine. There, the soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds its mark, he should fall within moments. Search your surroundings for the Imperial soldier. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, target the soldier and use the blowgun with the left click. Okay. Right, yes. Well done, my friend. Now, give me your map. There is a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Worry not. I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for other patrols. We shall speak again on the other side of the river. Nothing like a big old giant wall to represent your empire. That we gotta bring that down for freedom. Start. Chow. Get put to sleep. Yeah. Yeah. And then he fell and hit his head and died. And then he fell into the water and drowned. And this dude has really bad eyesight. He didn't notice any of the people in front of him falling down. The last Imperial soldier crumples to the ground asleep. You put away your blowgun and prepare to rejoin Yugiri. Okay. Honestly, like, I'm kind of curious because they'd all wake up and then they'd be like, oh my god, we've been attacked. We should take this out on people nearby who have potentially, they're doing damage to the Empire. Because they'll wake up with rage. There was no villagers nearby. If you just killed them all, nobody would know. They were just on their own. Now, if there were a bunch of soldiers surrounded by villagers and lives were at stake, maybe. Hey, Firefly. I hope you're enjoying the Shattered Memories playthrough. It's a good game, that one. I really enjoyed my time with it. Thanks for sticking around. Excellent work, Omega. They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the south, Fluminus. Once it was the base of operations for the Garlean occupation, until 10 or so years ago where they relocated to Doma Castle. Now the castrum serves as little more than a storage facility. I spy 2 sentries near the gate. As you have proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I would ask you to incapacitate them. This very hill should afford you a clear shot. Impressing Yugiri is all that I live for, so we continue. Start. Sleepy time. Oh, he's coming out. He's coming out. What was that? Oh. Got him. The 2 sentries slumber side by side. No others appear to be forthcoming. Fine work, Omega. You have a gift for the ways of the shinobi. The way is clear. Let us move closer and see what has become of the villagers. I swear to God, if this is gonna be... Alright. He's naked in the bushes. I was like, if this is gonna be that fucking pig thing again... Sir, the yarn from the villagers are assembled for inspection. Very good. I will address them personally. Attention! Shortly you all will be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about Magitech. It'd take us months, if not years, to learn how to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. If you cannot learn how, then your villagers may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Deal with this rabble. I am needed at the castle. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Then let us be about it. Let us be about it then, innit? Yugiri is in her element. Despite the urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to ensure the safety of the villagers. To wit, we must infiltrate the castrum without raising the alarum. I will deal with any soldiers near the entrance. Stand watch for others approaching from the north until we hear my signal. Don't worry. Yugiri will see the heart of the dragon and she'll change her mind. For a mercy, you spy no Imperial patrols bound for the castrum. A hawk's cry pierces the silence. Yugiri is waiting. Gotten to work already. Speak softly, lest the others hear us. What of the outside? Stocky, spindly, and strapping. That is good. We may proceed as planned. These ones shall not soon wake. However, the others are too close to the villagers. Incapacitating them as I did these ones is far too risky. Fortunately, a solution presents itself. I would have you disguise yourself as an Imperial soldier and convince them that a changing of the guard is in order. You have your pick of uniforms. They shall not protest. Ah, I see. So... that makes sense. I was like... You have a lot of Imperials that are all helmeted and dressed and are like all of similar build. And then I'm like, why are these three being so different? And it's because I guess it's to match what type of character you are. Which is actually pretty funny. You pick the one that suits your character the most. This uniform appears to be more or less your size. Let's put on the Lalafell one. With all due care and consideration, you relieve the sleeping soldier of their uniform. You've chosen one to your liking then. Excellent. I shall hide these ones where none will find them. Sleeping beauties have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was in the barracks, I happened upon these spare uniforms, in case the items in your possession are not to your liking. Okay. Okay. What's the deal with this one then? Is it like... We have the stuff to check on then. Just glam. Don't I have to Thank you. have like... I don't have like gloves? That just looks cursed. How did he die? I do? Why can't I see them? Oh, now I have them. I didn't have them before. And now I have the helmet too. Gotcha. Cool. I like how it has the little cat ears included. Yeah? Okay, we're in. Imperial salute. I gotta target them, don't I? Oh no. Didn't have to target it this time. Let me guess, hangover, eh? I've been there. Woke up once after a late night drinking and didn't find my kabuto until days later. You don't want to know what I was filled with, let me tell you. It's time already. Not that I'm complaining, mind, but I thought the others would be gone longer. Oh, I did have to target him. But he still spoke to me, so that was weird. Changing the guard, is it? About bloody time. Just looking at these on is making me depressed. Reminds me of when I was in their shoes, pissing myself in fear. That's really interesting. So, saluting the soldier without targeting it gives you different dialogue. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. Why do they just have random dogs walking around in here that attack me? What the fuck? Why is this dog so strong? Can't you recognize an Imperial? It smells the hero on me. What the fuck? You'd think that this place would be free of dogs. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. And with that, there are no more soldiers to trouble us. You can dispose of that accursed uniform too. It is time to guide the villagers to freedom. Alright, what a very good time we spent in uniform there. Being hunted. I've been bullied by every single enemy on stream today.
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place, quickly.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help, all right?
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost, our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the Kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Tell them whatever you must, to keep your loved ones safe.
Why would you... After everything?
It's a pretty tough storyline to run through because of how just depressing it is. Which is going to make, hopefully, our victory all the more satisfying. Just tough to see everywhere we go be so beaten. Also, Galleon, behave yourself. We got a long kilt of maiming. Let's go. Yugiri is at a loss for words. Daughter of the Deep. If she really was at a loss for words. Apologies, Omega. I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet I believe, I have to believe, that in their heart of hearts they still... Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. Okay, there you go. The medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They will suspect that they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It is not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. Tend to the last two I put to sleep, I shall see to the others. Okay. So they're all going to wake up and be like, oh, I must have fallen asleep. Gotcha. Just a few more years. What is that? Father, is that you? Go home. On top of the hill. You would be right. I'm gonna get up there. Any flying companions just want to boost me up there? So I don't have to keep crying about being grounded? like we rescued the villagers. I'm just being taunted with a pink rhino instead. Thank you. Oh, like right on the end, yeah. Lovely. Just can't stop getting eaten by dogs today.
Forgive me for making you search. It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
I've met your parents.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father. They are in good health, then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me. That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kyan and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them and Doma. But, in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger." Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered. That you remain resolute, even in the face of everything we have seen. It heartens me more than you know. Thank you for standing by this naive fool.
Ooh.
An Imperial airship. It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
This expansion is so well written. Like, all of the character interactions and the emotional scenes, like, are all, like, so well executed. Oh no, I haven't attuned myself to this location. Alright. Oh yeah, because this is the fucking... This is the broken one? God, how do we get there again? Oh, hang on, we do the... I was going the right way. It's the... because I gotta dive, right? Come, come, we must tell the others of this airship, or hear what they know of it. Everyone's freaking out.
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces. Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Zenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Zenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Zenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all. We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Zenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom. Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child.
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
What now?
Okay. What now, indeed? I got a kilt, laddie. Alright, before we check in with Gosetsu about the next step, just gonna take a quick little break, and I will be back. Alright. Let us proceed. All warriors must choose their own path, as Gusetsu well knows. I will not pursue her. It is for her to think on our master's words and recognize the futility of her course. Those, at least, are my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life, and it is not soon to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes this. Alright, we go and search for Yagiri then. Having a chat with a bird. Did Gosetsu send you to stop me? You came of your own free will. Should be surprised if you agreed with my chosen course. No one else did. But it is not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago, I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. It would seem that Zenos has no desire to remain in Doma any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience is to our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Yotsuyu no time to prepare. The whole castle is in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delay, he has declined a full escort and will be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The Kami could not have blessed us with more auspicious circumstances. I will kill him, Omega. I will. There's still a lot more DLC. Please don't die, Yagiri. Not alone. I know the odds. I know what he is capable of, and that in an open confrontation I will likely die. But if I do not, if I succeed, then countless lives will be saved. Doma, El Amigo, everything will change. One life for that world is a price I would pay 1,000 times over. What? What is it? Why are you looking at me like that? Do you mean to join me? Thank you. Thank you. I cannot well express what this means to me. We have much to discuss, but we can do so on the way. Yozuka Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. Ominous zoom in. Oh, okay. Stay calm. No one knows you were here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard 2 rebels plotting to kill the Crown Prince. Stupid, stupid, stupid. You know how this ends, and they only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to. I don't know how I feel about this one. I feel stressed. If he goes and tells the Imperials witnessing? Oh, it's a fate. I was like, look at all these Namazu wildlings. Turn the seedlings to the flabbergasted farm wife. Okay. Wait, that's a different fate. Where's the farm wife at? Or is that the... Yeah, it's a different fate. I was like, for some reason I thought that was another objective. Well, now it's over. I didn't even see the farm wife. Fuck me, I guess. If only Torgal could swim. I can't tell you how much it sucks to be the slowest person in the party. I feel like I'm a snail. Okay. Got a bunch of Namazu here. Oh my god. Am I even in the right place? Yes, I am in the Yuzuka Manor. Oh god. Well, I gotta go around the back. At the manor, and Yugiri is apparently around the back of it. This is far enough. Let us discuss our plan of attack. Giri has made her choice, and so have you. The time between the seconds. Zenos' itinerary is as follows. He would depart Doma Castle by ship and approach the Moon Gates. The Magitech field will be deactivated briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It will then continue on to these very docks where he and his entourage will disembark. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape, the manor is better suited to our needs. Let us split up and search for suitable hiding places. And I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Yes, this bush will do. Okay. Right in this courtyard. Surrounded by walls and deserted, this location appears to be ideal for concealment. Ah, there you are. From the roof, we would have a clear view of the docks. It is settled. We shall lie in wait here until Zenos arrives. As discussed, if all goes to plan, he shall fall with my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have a 2-to-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he is not to be underestimated. Yeah. He's pretty good. Okay. All that remains is to wait. I trust that you are ready. Yes. Yes, let us go. What if it's a decoy? What if it's a trap? What if this dude told the Empire?
He comes.
I mean, it's hard to have a decoy of a man of that stature. That's a little bit of an entourage.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
Bruh. This is so trouble.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood. and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark. Or there will be no joy in this hunt.
As expected.
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kayed! For Doma!
Ah! Mayhap, I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound. Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
And the honor of being struck by the other blade. Oh my god, alright, here we go. Is, Okay. I can't even attack the others, alright. First you must kill my men. Nope, I will not even, I'm not even allowed to target them. Jesus. It's a shame that seem to be completely unable to deal with those people. Just getting attacked by... Oh, I actually managed to avoid it that time.
This day you die! Leave this to me!
Oh my god. Okay.
Alright.
Alright. Oh my god. Okay, he's good. He's standing down for the count. Oh no. Well done, beast. You've earned the right.
Let us put you to a proof.
Oh god. Jesus. Yuri.
No, I must fight on. I must.
Run, beast, run!
Bro's now like invincible. Okay. Oh god. Ah, dude. Wait. Oh, dark reflection. All right, hang on. Where's that at?
Yeah. Yeah. Give me something to remember.
Okay, well, I can't do anything about you. I need to avoid these fires. Do I have to wait for this? I've only done like it's only at 97.
Run, beast, run!
Dark reflection. This is what I'm thinking.
Don't stop now.
Oh. I didn't really do anything. I guess it just cancels that specific attack.
Run, beast, run! Give me something to remember.
Anytime Yagiri wants to get up and fight, I'm happy.
Run, beast, run! Don't stop now.
It's at 94%. Alright, this ends now. Okay. Jesus Christ, I need a pretty significant power boost for this dude. Oh.
Ah, I remember you. Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
Well, this is going to go so smooth.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
Oh. There he is.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life.
He liked that.
Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live. For the rush of blood. For the time between the seconds. Live. For the sole pleasure left to me in this empty, ephemeral world. Live.
Oh, I think we turned him on, actually. Got a little too excited at the fact that we damaged his helmet. Yagiri, no. Oh no.
Yeah!
You are not worthy.
I need Gosetsu to come and save Yagiri.
Get away from them, you Imperial dog!
Oh, man.
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away!
Oh, I knew it wasn't going to end well for this guy. As soon as he's like telling his sister farewell.
What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
Death is death, regardless of the reason. Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to redress the balance.
How wrong you are!
Yeah! There he is.
Go, now! Gusetsu, see to Yugiri.
Get her out of here.
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them!
Got Suyu just been standing there the whole time, just looking not so pleased. Yeah, he's happy about it. Keeps him entertained. Something to do. Damn. They all stood up to him, but he knew that he could just solo all of us, and he was like, I like it. And off he goes. I don't think we were followed. Gods, I have no idea what's going through that man's head, but I'm heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us. Thank Alphino. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently awaiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yugiri's plan, and how you, of all people, had decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled. As were you. I was rather composed, as I recall, though that is neither here nor there. I was for sure expecting Yugiri to just get sliced in half, and then I was expecting Issei and all of the villagers to just get massacred in front of us. That's how depressing this story has been, that we just keep trying to stand up to the Empire and just get beaten down effortlessly, you know? Issei is beside himself with emotion. Can you believe it? We faced the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. That's right, he's helping to stoke the flames of rebellion. Only to make it all the more satisfying for him if he ever stamps it out. We've no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor and we're not going to stop until we've taken back our homeland. Ah, right. Getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got wounded to tend to first. We should get back to the village. Yeah, he's definitely one of those dudes that gets... Oh, no. He's absolutely one of those people that gets, like, the thrill of combat in a horny way. We're still barely even able to scratch him in combat. We only just barely damaged the helmet. How are you feeling? After fighting that demon, I can only imagine. I suppose I had to apologize to you for, you know... Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us. The shinobi, too. Well, you're alive, and that's unexpected.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
Stare any harder and you're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety, and endangered I know not how many others in so doing. Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes, and left you no choice but to follow suit.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself. In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
Yagiri and the Warrior of Light romance. Now we got married.
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Zenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new primal slayer.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what. I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Zenos the moment I set eyes on him.
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us. Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a womb.
That's one way to describe it.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore. Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, a popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no lesser deed than openly opposing Zenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
Nice. A new determination. An unbroken resolve to push forward. Very cool. Speak with your comrades. I'll be traveling to the Azim Steppe, Omega. I found Lord Hien once before, and I am confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was to me whom he put the question of Doma's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver to him our people's reply. Our countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked on his face. It would be of great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should add. I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I heard, he's about the same age as me, and then there's Fordola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in an Imperial province. This is all he's ever known. But unlike her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe, if I understand that, it'll help me to understand a lot of things. And into the village. The beloved king returning to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you'd ever hear in Sharlayan or Uldar, is it? Not in those words, perhaps, but no land's people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go. Doubtless you speak from personal experience. As much as this Lord Hien intrigues us, Omega, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There is also the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugane, dealing with this troublesome Aetherite. I could go on, but you understand. Aye, so it goes. We all have our responsibilities. We shall depart for the Azim Steppe at once. Will you be joining us, Omega? For our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We will refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence, and instead devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training our new recruits. When you return, we will be ready for war. If anything happens, if you need us to come back sooner, you'd better contact us. Noble sacrifices are a last resort, remember? Follow me, my friends. We have many miles to travel before we reach Reunion. Wait! Don't leave yet! Here, take these for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you after what you did for us. It may be stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we'll win our freedom. So don't keep us waiting too long. Yes, all the little angels. Meanwhile, in the keep of Doma Castle.
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself.
Oh.
Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds. They render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope. To make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for.
Such an interesting sort of like chain of command that you see here, where you have like, you know, obviously the people of Doma that are under the oppression of the Empire, and people that have been like stamped out in their rebellion, and we've seen that even in, you know, previous areas that we come from, and then you see the structure within the Empire itself that also has people being forced into these positions, or people that have like tried to weasel their way into particular spots, but then it's not a comfortable position for them either. Like, this dude has been just like forced to be in servitude of her, and she's in servitude of him, and it's just like this, like, failure results in your death. You know, it's not good for anybody. was the most immersive slap of all time. Jesus Christ. I felt that on my cheek.
Eorzean is helping the rebels.
Oh, let's see.
I want him dead. I want his friends dead. I want the heads of everyone he knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after him? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, milady, he won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
There will be no escape because there will be death. For you. Meanwhile, in the fringes of Girabania.
Aye, this is the place. When his shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
Dude.
Yet, if this be the work of the Arch,
Dude.
End it. Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphano.
He cleaned his armor. He's no longer covered in blood. There he is. He's still got the bloody spear, though. His javelin. Goddamn. What a little tease. Estinian in pursuit of the eyes. So good. Speaking of dragoons, got all these quests to do. Yeah, we've got Drowsy Dragons, which is level 63. So we do have some more dragooning to do. And we will be getting to those Dragoon quests, I think, next time. So we're bringing this stream today to a close. This was a nice little point in the story that we reached there, just to take a bit of a pause. I liked that we had another encounter with Zenos, some really integral scenes there, as we have resolved to push on to go and to find Lord Hien and keep this bad boy rolling. But we're going to do some more Dragoon quests and resume with the story next time. So thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and glad to be back with Final Fantasy XIV once again. Last stream ended more abruptly because I wasn't feeling too great, and then just, again, the tried and true excuse of I've been very busy, which I have, so I just haven't been in the mood to stream. But I've been looking forward to playing more of this one, and we'll do another stream in a few days' time as well. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.